Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And I am here with another Throwback Tunes for you guys. And I just realized this is episode 100. So, now normally when I hit a milestone video like this, you would think because of my arrogance that I would do something geared towards me. Nope. Not this time. Originally I was, but then I thought about it, I'm like, what do I have? Cause I already reviewed the best hours from Kyoto. I don't want to review the Kyoto Hour Volume 1 because that's not even 5 years old yet. So I can't do that. I don't want to review I Got the World in the Palm of My Hands because y'all don't even know about that. So y'all gonna be like, what the heck is that? I don't want to review the Prototype. Same thing. Y'all don't want to know about that. And I don't want to review One Side, One Story because although the lyricism was really good, the beats were phenomenal, but the sound quality was terrible and I didn't like how it turned out. But like I said, the lyricism was fantastic, the beats were phenomenal, but as far as like how it sounded and how my delivery came out, not, you know, as far as how it sounded, I didn't like it, so I can't review that. But then I just thought of something. Like I'm thinking about every single album that I have, and I realized there's an album that I didn't review. There's a certain type of, you know, genre that I didn't review because I review studio albums, I review mixtapes, but we're gonna switch it up here, folks. So what I'm going to review is an album called Cool Relax by Jon B. Yes, I'm going with the R&B route. Yes, I am reviewing an R&B album. I did not specify I was reviewing rap only albums or hip hop only albums. I did not specify at all. I just said albums and mixtapes. I didn't specify what genre. I did not. So we're gonna start off my very first R&B album with Cool Relax by Jon B. Now this joint dropped September 16, 1997. And I can't even remember what I was. I know I wasn't in high school yet, but yeah. There you go with that. Now, little known fact. Now, here's something I did not know about this album. This is actually Jon B's second album. It was released by Tracy Edmonds' label. Okay, let me see if I can get this right. Yab Yum Records. I crap you not. And distributed by Epic Records. You know, subsidiary, or how you, diary rather. 550 Music on September 16, 1997. I said that already. So the album was the follow-up to his 1995 debut album, Bonafide. Jon B assumed the role of having more creative control on his second album. On his debut, he was given leeway to write and produce, but Tracy and her then husband Babyface, whatever happened to that guy, they were heavily involved in the making of Bonafide. Jon was confident in the material for his new album, Cool Relax that is, but fought with Tracy and Babyface over certain songs to keep on the project. Aside from his work, Jon B saw outside production from Tim and Bob, Johnny J, David Foster, and Ali Shaheed Muhammad of A Tribe Called Quest, amongst others. The song that became the first single, Don't Say, we get more on that later, was written by former Boyz II Men and As Yet member Mark Nelson. Jon B overheard Nelson playing the song in a record company's parking lot and asked to record it for his album. The music video for the single featured a then unknown Shana Latin, how you pronounce her name, as the female love interest. Okay, so they talk about every single single here. We ain't gonna get more on that, but and here's a little bit of background info. One song that did not make the track listings were Paradise in You, as in the letter U. A little over a decade later, he included the song on his 2008 album, Helpless Romantic. So yeah, he continued. He's still going to this day. He's still going to this day, by the way. And that's kind of shocking to me. So the producers involved with this album are Jon B, obviously, Tim and Bob, John, as in JON-JOHN, the Umma, Johnny J, Keith Andress, and David Foster. And I already mentioned Mark Nelson already. And even Tupac. Yes, Tupac. We'll get more on that later. And yeah, that's it as far as the producers involved with this particular album. So there are a grand total of 15 songs. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. There are a grand total of 15 tracks. One of them is a skit, meaning I can only give you a top 3, not a top 5. Okay. So the first track is called Shine, followed by Bad Girl. And then we get to really the first single off this album called Don't Say, followed by, oh, you know what? I gotta stop the music. I gotta stop the music for this one. The fourth track off this album. If you heard this song, you know what it is. If you know me personally, you know how I feel about this song. I gotta stop the music. I had to stop the music for this one. I'm a little choked. I'm a little emotional right now. Not emotional as in I'm about to cry, but emotional because of how good this song is. And I'll get more on this because this is a single. This is the second single off this album. And some of you should know what this single is. The fourth song off this album is They Don't Know. They Don't Know. I'll get more on that later. If you don't know what it is, I will clear it for you. I will make it clear to you what this song is. Now, let's get the music back. Let's get on with the fifth track off this album, which is called Can't Help It, followed by Cool Relax, which is ironically, the name of the album, by the way. Track number 7 is another single called Are You Still Down, featuring Tupac. Track number 8 is called Pride and Joy, followed by another single, which is called I Do, and in parentheses, Whatcha, WHATCHAR, one word, What You Say, Boo. So some of you should know that one. Track number 10 is called Let Me Know, followed by I Ain't Going Out. And let me backtrack. Track number 6, Cool Relax, is another single. Okay, track number 12 is called Let's Go, which is the interlude, aka the skit. Track number 13 is called Can We Get Down, with a question mark. Track number 14 is called Love Hurts. And track number 15, the last track off this album, called Two or More. So that's in Spanish. And there's a little bit of info behind that song as well. So let's get on with the singles real quick, shall we? So the first single, I gave you a little bit of info on it, and it's called Don't Say. I'm about to say, like, wait, what it calls again? So Don't Say came out August 12th, 1997. And okay, I thought I had a different date on another page. So it's the leading single off of Cool Relax, the album that is. It peaked at number 68 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 1997. And there was a music video for this. I probably seen it, but I don't recall the music video. Anywho, it was also 34th on the U.S. Hot R&B/Hip Hop Singles and Tracks, and 29th on the U.S. Rhythmic Top 40. I can never pronounce that word correctly to save my freaking life. And that's it for that. Now, let me see. Here we go. The second single off this album is actually Are You Still Down? Is it? Wait. Let me check that out. So Don't Say came out August 12, 1997. Yeah, it is. Are You Still Down? Yep. It's the second single off this album. And this one again features Tupac. And wow, here's a little bit of information. It was commissioned as a double single with They Don't Know in some markets. So, and wow, here's a little bit more information. This was the final rap verse that Tupac recorded before his death for a collaboration. So this was the last song he collaborated in it, and he dropped a verse for it, basically right here. And there was a music video for this as well. No, my fault. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Apparently, it's not a official single because it was not released as an official single, but there was a music video for this. So basically, it is a single, but not a release. It wasn't released, by itself. So let's check out the charts. It was number 2 in the U.S. Hot R&B/Hip Hop Singles and Tracks, and number 18th, and here goes that word again, the U.S. Rhythmic Top 40. Now, stop the music. We're going to get on to the next single. Ladies and gentlemen, the next single, and before I get to that, Are You Still Down came out January 13, 1998. Now let's get on to the next single. which is called They Don't Know. This one came out March 17, 1998. This is the reason why I got this album. This single right here is the reason why I got this album. Anytime I hear this song on the radio, I sing this song. Anytime I see the music video on TV, I sing this song. Anytime anybody play this song, I sing this song. If I'm going through my playlist and this song comes up, I sing this song. I stop wherever it is I'm doing and I'm singing this song. So let's get on with the information with this one, shall we? It's the third single, as I said already. The radio edit version sampled 10 Crack Commandments and The World Is Filled, both performed by the Notorious B.I.G., which is ironic since the second single features Tupac and the third single sample songs done by the Notorious B.I.G. This song is obviously his biggest hit to date on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 7 in 1998. And there was, like I said, there was a music video for this. I said that already. It was number 2 in the U.S. Hot R&B singles and number 11 in the U.S. Rhythmic Top 40. By the end of the year, it was 39th on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, and it made platinum in the U.S., selling around 1 million units. So, in case you don't know what this song is, let me explain it to you to the best of my ability. Again, the music all by the way. Don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you or me. Put it out your mind, cause it's jealousy. They don't know what they're missing. That song right there, dog. Just sing it and make me want to hear it. Dog. It is one of my all-time favorite songs. Like, if I was to do an all-time list of songs of any genre, this would easily be my top 5. Easily be my top 5. I crap you not. That's how much I like this. Really, really like this song. I can't say love it because it's sung by a guy. So now I'm like, I can't say love it, but I really, really like this song. Now, let's get the music back and let's get on with the next single, which is called I Do, and then to see what you say, boo. This joint came out September 15, 1998. And actually, you know what? Before, let's go back to They Don't Know, because there's more information on this one involving Tupac. So, Tupac, wow, okay, okay, that's interesting. So, actually, the song's B-side, because you know how they come out with a single, there's an A-side and there's a B-side. So, They Don't Know and Are You Still Down came out as A-side and B-side. So, Are You Still Down was issued despite obligations from the record company, as it featured vocals from the then deceased Tupac Shakur, who died when Jon started recording the album. Jon, as in Jon B, received assistance from Tupac's mother, who gave Jon B permission to clear his vocals for the song. He will record a sequel to Are You Still Down called Part 2. Simply, that's it. Just called Part 2. With a, I cannot pronounce that word, so I'm going to say a post-death appearance by Tupac on his 2004 album, Stronger Every Day. Now, let's get on with the next singles, which is called I Do, and in parentheses, What You Say, Boo. This song originally appeared on his demo tape prior to recording Bonafide, as did the album track Can We Get Down. The final single was the title track, which had a remix that featured Guru from the hip-hop group Gangstar. Wow, what happened to them? I got an album for next week. But anywho, the song was produced by Ali Shaheed Muhammad, who Jon B sought out due to being a longtime fan of A Tribe Called Quest. Pride and Joy was originally recorded by Toni Braxton for her sophomore album Sequence, but the song never made the final track listings. Jon B later recorded the song for himself while giving her the song in the late night for her album. And there's no other info on What You Say, Boo. Now, it did make the charts, though. It was 117th in the Billboard Hot 100, so it passed the 100 mark, which is weird. And it was number 18th on the Hot R&B/hip-hop song. Now, the next single is, and actually, before I move on, What You Say, Boo came out September 15, 1998. Okay, and then we got another single called Cool Relax that came out sometime in 1998, and it did not make the chart. There's no other info on that song. So we're gonna move on to the last song here off this album, which is called Two or More. Was penned by songwriter Diane Warren, Now Jon B felt that the song did not fit in with the rest of the album and was done at the request of Epic Records, and seeing the potential of the song becoming a huge hit. Almost a decade later, the song would be covered by Mexican pop group RBD for their English language album Rebels. Now, this song was covered many times actually, which is a shocker because it's not a single. Two or More was not a single. And then let's see who else did it. So we got R&B, as I mentioned them. And there was a Navidad mix and a Chico Latin remix. And I believe that was done by RBD, Yep, all that was done by RBD. So they were the only one who did a cover for the song, and then they came out with different versions of it. So that's pretty interesting. So with all the tracks out the way, let me get you my worst tracks up to my first. Two or More, the worst track off this album, followed by I Ain't Going Out, and Love Hurts. Those three are like blah. Next up is Can We Get Down and Pride and Joy. Those are mellow, but they pretty decent. Don't Say It's decent as well. Are You Still Down featuring Tupac? And by the way, that song is the only song that features anybody on the album. Nobody else was featured with the exception of Tupac, by the way. Now, Are You Still Down was smooth, but it wasn't bad. You know, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Let Me Know was cool, followed by I Do What You Say Boo, which is somewhat of a favorite of mine. Now we get to the really good stuff. Cool Relax was pretty cool, and Shine was smooth. Now, let's get on to the top. Well, okay. Let's get on to the, how did I put this into words? The top two tracks that are not They Don't Know, because this is clearly the best track off the album. I'm not going into that again. So the third best track off the album is Bad Girl. Bad Girl to me is really dope, and I really, really like it. And that's all I gotta say about it. And then the second best track off this album is Can't Help It. That joint right there is really dope. Again, really dope, man. So, and Bad Girl, going back to Bad Girl, it's kind of got like an up-tempo beat. So, you know, I really like it. And it's like got an R&B feel with an up-tempo, somewhat of an up-tempo beat. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And like I said, the best track off this album, They Don't Know, without question. So, let me give you guys some professional ratings for this album. All Music gave it 4 out of 5 stars. That's it. That's the only professional rating we got here. So, what do I think about this album? Well, like I said, this is Jon B's second studio album. He came out with Bonafide. And actually, let me give you some charts for Cool Relax, actually. Cool Relax was 33rd on the Billboard 200. And it was 5th on the US R&B / hip hop albums. I'm assuming that's what that is, yeah. And it went double platinum. This is his only album that went double platinum. But yet, charts wise, this is not his best album. His best album was the album that he came out with rather after this one, which is called Pleasures You Like. Again, you, the letter U. That came out 2001, and it was number 6 on the Billboard 200 and 3rd on the US R&B / hip hop albums. And that one went regular platinum, as did Bonafide. So, and then of course he came out with Strong Every Day 2004, and then 2 years later, Holiday Wishes From Me to You. 2 years later, Helpless Romantic. 4 years later, Comfortable Swag, and he's supposed to come out with one this year actually. So that's pretty interesting. Not this year, excuse me, next year. So, what do I think about Cool Relax? I'm gonna have to give this album a 4.25 out of 5 stars. Like, yeah, this album had 3 songs that made me go, I skip over those. There's only one classic off of this album. Now, granted, Are You Still Down is a classic in its own right, but again, that because it's a single, it features Tupac, but They Don't Know is clearly his best song ever. It's his most popular song ever, and it is one of my all-time favorites. That carried this album for me. That, like, there's a certain point in time where you have to get an album for one song. And when you hear that album, that one song was the only song you like on that whole album, and that one song carried the entire album, that is the case here. Now, granted, Can't Help It was really dope. Bad Girls was dope. Shine was smooth and pretty cool. Cool Relax was pretty cool. And also like I Do What You Say, Boo. But they don't, come on, they don't know. I mean, they don't know. So, yeah, that's without question the best track off this album. I recommend you download and listen to yourself. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, then whatever. But do not delete They Don't Know. You can delete every other song on this album if you don't like the album, but do not delete They Don't Know. So, with all that out the way, man, y'all know who this is. This is the new Jack Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.